Hey guys, this is some Guild Wars 2 gameplay. This is the Cloud Jormag. There's a pre-event before this. I didn't record all of that. But once you get all that, he spawns. And you have to kill this wall, and then he gets stunned, basically. And then there's usually a lot of people. Your FPS will drop, and the server will get really laggy. If there's a lot of people, like way more than this, then people can lag out and you won't be able to get the chest at the end, which is the only reason people do this. He usually flies away. There's not really a lot of people here right now.
Up.
He spawns in Frostscorched Sound. It's a 70 to 80 area. And people usually use this waypoint right here. And you can see my trail. You just run up. And you can get some bazookas from this.
Don't take your eyes off of it.
I usually drop banners just to help people. Like, they don't affect everybody just because of the limits of AoE things in this game. And I just use Shake It Off to get rid of that fear that he has. A lot of people use these bazookas. They are slow, and they do have some movement, which I don't really see any point of that. But that has a 2,000 range missile attack, and it has the 1 second stun if ice brewed. There's these elementals that spawn. They're really high level. Like, not like that high level, but compared to like everything else in the game. I've heard that these drop, like their drop rates are really high, and they just drop just usual things, but because of like the high drop rates, so usually like going around and damaging each thing, or just completely focusing them down, because there's always going to be people trying to kill him. I haven't really tried killing these guys before, but I've heard it's worth just doing, because I mean, you can see all these people right now. And he has 2 phases. This first phase, he's up on this hill. And you got all these people with bazookas and everything.
It's airborne. Get those flak cannons firing.
So he'll probably change phases after this next volley.
The cannons have been adjusted. This time we'll bring it down.
Changing right now. So
good.
the NPC keeps talking about all these things about the cannons, and they finally get him, and they shoot at him and crashes down over here. And then this phase, there are golems that spawn, and you have to like kill the crystals that go in front of them, or else they die instantly, and they do a lot of damage to them once they actually get up to them. But I remember my friend told me about this when the game first came out, that like everyone would just use the golems, but now that everyone's lazy, I guess, more lazy than they were, everyone stands on this pretty much this one spot. Some people will go up there, but he has an aura that'll kill you. Ice grip. But pretty much the chest, like just the possible things that you can get from the chest, is why a lot of people do this. And you can put this on auto attack. It'll attack, and then it has a 1 second cooldown after the casting time, so you'll see like little pauses, but that's as fast as it'll go. All the dragons are pretty much the same way. You just get people standing in one spot and then just using ranged attacks. And then they just run up and grab the chest and go away. You can use... There's a timer on Guild Wars Temple. Or I think that's the website. You can find it if you Google it. And if you actually care, you'll be able to find it. But it has... you find your server and it'll give you the times for Claw of Jormag, Tequaddle, and Shatterer. The Claw of Jormag is the only one that's level 80, but that doesn't affect... It probably has some effect, but not as much. Because you get drops based on your level. So you can do the other dragons, they're like lower level, like 40s to 40 to 60, and you'll still get level 80 drops. And most of the dragons are pretty much boring fights like this where you just sit here. But there's not really much else you can do because if you go up there you'll pretty much die, and if you try to protect the golems, if you're by yourself it's pretty much kind of useless, and these guys are ridiculous. And I'm the same things with those. And then these pillars are pretty strong, like, you can't really kill by yourself. So that's why a lot of people don't do the golems anymore, just because there's not enough people and everyone's just sitting over here doing damage. I don't really know which way is faster, but I guess it doesn't really make a difference. This way is obviously a lot easier.
Watch the legends. Strong. Watch the legends.
This is the only time where you can get like pretty bad server lag for this game, just because there's so many people in one area. So that's the only reason there can be disconnects, if there's too many people in the area at the same time. But you can pretty much tell, like right now, since everything's like registering, like all the attacks registering that I'm doing, and I can like see what people are saying and everything, then it's not actually like, lagging that bad. Then you can see I got rare, pretty good, probably average for one of those dragon chests. So that is the Claw of Jormag, 3 ectoplasms for Guild Wars 2. Hope you guys liked the video. See you next time.